Welcome to Pro Class Season 2. In this episode, we're going to take a real close look at where our flowers for our event really come from. I think you're going to find it fascinating. After 25 years in the business, I sure did. Welcome to Pro Class. Expert wedding advice given to you by the professionals in the business. Your host for Pro Class, Philip Chancellor. Produced by West Denton Digital Media Productions. The next time you glance at a bunch of flowers at somebody's wedding or even your local florist, ask yourself, where did those flowers really come from? Just a generation ago, the answer probably would have been from one of the myriad of flower growers throughout the western or southern United States, or perhaps even from Holland. But just as American taste in flowers have shifted from traditional mums and carnations to more unique specialty blooms, so has the place of origin. The United States imports an amazing 82% of its flowers. Growers in the United States say that 3 out of every 4 flowers in the United States are grown outside of the U.S., with Colombia being the biggest exporter, right at about 70% to the U.S. However, think about this. Coming from Colombia, from the moment they're cut, you may have right at about 48 hours to get to the destination before they start to wilt. During this transport period, they go through vast amounts of coolers, right at about 38 degrees from the airplane to the facility they're held in. And this is one of the most amazing parts. 89% of all flowers coming in that come to the U.S. come through Miami International Airport. Miami Airport has 400,000 square feet of cooling facilities built just for the transportation of flowers. That is amazing. Within that 48 hours I just spoke about, the flowers must be inspected. Do I have to tell you why? Where do our flowers grow? Well, the U.S. imports mainly from Colombia, a nation that sells right at about 500 million tons of flowers. And that's just for Valentine's Day. Americans get 78% of their imported flowers from Colombia, followed by Ecuador and Mexico at about 15%. The U.S. California growers are still the top cut flower producers, with Florida being second in flowers. But despite their long history of quality fresh cut flower production, well, many of the domestic growers are struggling to keep up with foreign competition. Today, Colombia is the dominant producer of U.S. cut flowers, with roses, carnations, and chrysanthemums, and other popular flowers being its top crops. Ecuador takes a close second. But both countries have exceptional climates. Growing commercial is easy for them, and this is why they're able to compete so heavily within the United States. Together, Colombia and Ecuador accounted for roughly 90% of all roses, 95% of carnations, and 95% of chrysanthemums sold in the United States. And they're not the only countries competing for America's love of flowers. So think about this. When hiring a true professional, which is what this show really talks about, I'm talking the pros, the ones that are going to make insane, amazing arrangements for you. Consider what you're really asking and think, what journey did these bunch of flowers really take? What all am I paying for? Well, part of what you're paying for is what I just told you. My name is Philip Chancellor. Thank you for watching this episode of Pro Class.